Welcome back to News in Full. The Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Sheikh Ahmed Al-Tayyib, met on Monday with Pope Francis I in the Vatican in an historic encounter. The Vatican meeting between the leader of the world's Catholics and the highest authority in Sunni Islam marks the culmination of a significant improvement in relations between the two faiths since Francis took office in 2013. The talks covered efforts by Al-Azhar and the Vatican to promote the culture of dialogue and coexistence. The Grand Imam and the Pope agreed during the meeting to hold an international conference for peace. During the meeting, Al-Tayyib stressed on the importance of rejecting all forms of violence and terrorism while activating interfaith dialogue between different people and communities. On the sidelines of the visit, the deputy of Al-Azhar's Grand Imam, Dr. Abbas Shuman, meets with Cardinal John Louis Turan, head of the Papal Council for Dialogue Between Religions. The meeting tackles ways of activating joint action between Al-Azhar and the Vatican. Ahead of the visit, Shuman said that Al-Tayyib will carry a message of tolerance when he meets with Pope Francis in the first such meeting between the leader of the world's Catholics and one of Islam's most prominent clerics. Shuman said that Francis' gestures towards Muslims encouraged Al-Tayyib to meet the Pope. Shuman said that Sheikh Tayyib will have a message for both the West and the Muslims alike. He added that Al-Tayyib's visit aims at showing the true image of Islam and correcting any misunderstanding created by extremist terrorist ideologies in the Western countries. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received on Monday the credentials of 10 new ambassadors. The meeting was attended by Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Ala Yusuf said that the president welcomed the new ambassadors and hoped that they will work to boost Egypt's relations with their countries. The new ambassadors include those from Sri Lanka, Malta, Bosnia, Namibia, Lithuania, Azerbaijan, Indonesia, and South Africa, Cambodia, and also Slovakia. And the search operations continued on Monday for the debris of Egypt airplane that crashed in the Mediterranean Sea en route from Paris to Egypt on Thursday. The Minister of Civil Aviation, Sherif Fathi, said it was still early to identify the cause of the plane crash. In an interview with CNN, Fathi added that search efforts are conducted by the army, expressing appreciation for their hard work. He said that they found so far small parts of the plane debris, masks, and some human remains. Helen Clark, New Zealand's candidate for the post of the United Nations Secretary General and the Director of the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, said on Monday that she's looking forward to review Egypt's vision and expectations from the new UN chief. Clark was speaking during her meeting with Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri in Cairo. Clark pointed out to Egypt's leading regional role and also reviewed her electoral program. For his part, Shukri presented Egypt's vision on the possible role of the United Nations in fighting terrorism. He expressed willingness to cooperate with the new UN chief to achieve this mission. And the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, General Mahmoud Higazi, starts an official visit to the United States. Military spokesman Brigadier Mohammed Samir said that Higazi will hold a number of meetings during his visit, covering a number of issues related to the military cooperation between the two states. And the armed forces attacked on Monday a number of terrorist hideouts in Sinai as part of the ongoing military operation called Retribution for the Martyrs. Military sources said that the 3rd Field Army carried out operations in the middle area of the peninsula and in Jabal al-Halal area, killing 13 terrorist elements during exchange of fire. 30 explosive devices and 50 anti-tank mines were confiscated during the operation. The Operation Retribution for the Martyrs aimed at uprooting terrorism from Sinai. And meetings of the 5th session of the Executive Bureau of the Council of the Arab Ministers of Information had started on Monday in the Arab League headquarters in Cairo, chaired by head of the Radio and Television Union, Safa Higazi. The meeting is also attended by Deputy of the Arab League Secretary General, Dr. Haifa Abu Ghazala. Addressing the gathering, Higazi said that fighting terrorism is one of the main roles of the media, pointing out that the media role is complementary to security solutions in combating the international phenomenon. In its current session, the Council discusses drafts on the role of the media in achieving sustainable development with focusing on 3 economic, environmental and social dimensions. The session is attended by members of the Bureau from the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Algeria, Iraq, Mauritania and Djibouti. The meeting also discusses creating a unified policy in dealing with the Palestinian file and confronting the Israeli aggression in the occupied territories. And the Syrian state television said that at least 65 people were killed in a series of explosions, including suicide bombings in the coastal cities of Tartus and Jebla, the strongholds of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Separately, 4 explosions rocked Jebla, south of Latakia city. The details in this report.